Believe it can be done. When you believe something can be done, really believe, your mind will find the ways to do it. Believing a solution paves the way to solution. The mind is what the mind is fed. Action cures fear. Look at things not as they are, but as they can be. Visualization adds value to everything. A big thinker always visualizes what can be done in the future. He isn't stuck with the present. Hope is a start, but hope needs action to win victories. Where there is a will, there is a way. The thinking that guides your intelligence is much more important than how much intelligence you have. Most of us make two basic errors with respect to intelligence. 1. We underestimate our own brain power. 2. We overestimate the other fellow's brain power. Those who believe they can move mountains do not. Those who believe they can't cannot. Look at things as they can be, not as they are. When you believe, your mind will find way to do. Build castles, don't dig graves. Then it dawned on me that no one else was going to believe in me until I believed in myself. Think you are weak, think you lack what it takes, think you will lose, think you are second class, think this way and you are doomed to mediocrity. The point is clear. People who get things done in this world don't wait for the Spirit to move them, they move the Spirit. Whether the psychological problem is big or little, the cure comes when one learns to quit drawing negative from one's memory bank and withdraws positive instead. Belief triggers the power to do. When we do what is known to be wrong, two negative things happen. First, we feel guilt and this guilt eats away confidence. Second, other people sooner or later find out and lose confidence in us. The point is this, big thinkers are specialists in creating positive, forward-looking, optimistic pictures in their own minds and in the minds of others. To think big, we must use words and phrases that produce big, positive mental images. Treating someone as second class never gets you first class results. Remember, the main job of the leader is thinking. And the best preparation for leadership is thinking. Take the initiative in building friendships. Leaders always do. It's easy and natural for us to tell ourselves, let him make the first move. Let them call us. Let her speak first. Meet problems and obstacles as they arise. The test of a successful person is not the ability to eliminate all problems before he takes action, but rather the ability to find solutions to difficulties when he encounters them. Put these two thoughts deep in your mind. First, give your ideas value by acting on them. Nothing, absolutely nothing in this life gives you more satisfaction than knowing you're on the road to success and achievement. And nothing stands as a bigger challenge than making the most of yourself. This is a fact of paramount significance. Each human being, whether he lives in India or Indianapolis, whether he's ignorant or brilliant, civilized or uncivilized, young or old, has this desire. He wants to feel important. A man big enough to be humble appears more confident than the insecure man who feels compelled to call attention to his accomplishments. A little modesty goes a long way. Practice calling people by their names. Every year shrewd manufacturers sell more briefcases, pencils, Bibles, and hundreds of other items just by putting the buyer's name on the product. People like to be called by name. It gives everyone a boost to be addressed by name. You win when you refuse to fight petty people. Fighting little people reduces you to their size. If employees are doing something wrong or are making a mistake, I am doubly careful not to hurt their feelings and make them feel small or embarrassed. I just use 4 simple steps. First, I talk to them privately. Second, I praise them for what they are doing well. Third, I point out the one thing at the moment that they could do better and I help them find the way. Fourth, I praise them again on their good points. The big things that make a good speaker: knowledge of what he's going to talk about and an intense desire to tell it to other people. Be an experimental person. Break up fixed routines. Expose yourself to new restaurants, new books, new theaters, new friends. Take a different route to work someday. Take a different vacation this year. Do something new and different this weekend. Go out of your way to meet people. And don't be timid. Don't be afraid to be unusual. Find out who the other person is, and be sure he knows who you are. Look important. It helps you think important. How you look on the outside has a lot to do with how you feel on the inside. Put service first, and money takes care of itself always. Here is a basic truth: to do anything, we must first believe it can be done. Your mind will create a way if you let it. The story is told that the great scientist Einstein was once asked how many feet are in a mile. Einstein's reply was, "I don't know. Why should I fill my brain with facts I can find in 2 minutes in any standard reference book?" Einstein taught us a big lesson. He felt it was more important to use your mind to think than to use it as a warehouse for facts. Illustrates just one point: action cures fear. Indecision, postponement, on the other hand, fertilize fear. Concentrate on your assets. You're better than you think you are. Big thinkers train themselves to see not just what is but what can be. Reminding yourself, you never gain anything from an argument but you always lose something. Here's a technique that works. Before complaining or accusing or reprimanding someone or launching a counterattack in self-defense, ask yourself, is it really important? In most cases, it isn't, and you avoid conflict. Capacity is a state of mind. How much we can do depends on how much we think we can do. When you really believe you can do more, your mind thinks creatively and shows you the way. Perfection is highly desirable, but nothing man-made or man-designed is, or can be, absolutely perfect. So to wait for the perfect set of conditions is to wait forever. To be on top, you've got to feel like you're on top. Give yourself a pep talk and discover how much bigger and stronger you feel. Knowledge is power only when put to use, and then only when the use made of it is constructive. When you believe something is impossible, your mind goes to work for you to prove why. But when you really believe, something can be done, your mind goes to work for you and helps you find the ways to do it. Here is a psychological principle that is worth reading over 25 times. Read it until it absolutely saturates you. To think confidently, act confidently. I'm going to live until I die, and I'm not going to get life and death confused. While I'm on this earth, I'm going to live. Why be only half alive? Every minute a person spends worrying about dying is just 1 minute that fellow might as well have been dead. Remember, people who tell you it cannot be done almost always are unsuccessful people, are strictly average or mediocre at best in terms of accomplishment. Don't let ideas escape. Write them down. And, please, as you visualize your future, don't be afraid to be blue sky. People these days are measured by the size of their dreams. No one accomplishes more than he sets out to accomplish. So visualize a big future. As a general rule, the more interest you show in a person, the more he will produce for you. And his production is what carries you forward to greater and greater success. Successful people, like successful businesses, live with these questions: how can I improve the quality of my performance? How can I do better? Absolute perfection in all human undertakings, from building missiles to rearing children, is unattainable. This means there is endless room for improvement. Successful people know this, and they are always searching for a better way. Note, the successful person doesn't ask, can I do it better? He knows he can. So he phrases the question, how can I do it better? Be extra cautious about this. Don't let negative thinking people, negators, destroy your plan to think yourself to success. Negators are everywhere, and they seem to delight in sabotaging the positive progress of others.
Please subscribe and press notification bell. Share and comment what you like the most. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check description. You can find their valuable information.